worked as what I expected for the price. I've used it for a few hundred miles now, and I haven't had any issues. And depends upon what you're pulling, it wouldn't hurt to make sure your vehicle being pulled needs a front bracket kit. I myself just took my front bumper off and bolted mine straight to my frame ends and hit the highway. And never hurts to stop and check tightness of hardware from time to time. Works to pull my Wrangler behind my motorhome well. Not hard to assemble either. I used a wire mesh shelf and attached it to the top of the bars to carry gas cans strapped on it. Works great and keeps them out of the Jeep but not hanging on the back where if I get rear-ended might explode. First off, I wanted to note the integrity of this tow bar is up to par. Don't be fooled by incorrect installation. I followed all directions in order and performed a safe tow of my '94 Toyota 4Runner behind my 2011 Ford Ranger XLT without any complication. I do recommend the use of lock washers on the connections of the spacer bars to make the entire arm solid as a rock. Other than that, be sure to maintain an idle speed and avoid sudden stops and you're golden. Great product, no matter the price. There is no reason in the world to spend $400 or $500 on a tow bar. Be sure to purchase 2 sets of chain or cable to complete the tow bar safety system. Also, don't forget the electrical connections you will need to make, but before you make any purchase, please make sure the vehicle you wish to tow can be towed. Check your vehicle owner's manual. I've assembled this tow bar but have yet to use it, so keep that in mind. I'm going to use it to tow a Jeep Patriot behind my 40 feet RV on the RV's maiden voyage next spring. I've installed a heavy-duty Blue Ox tow bar mount on the front frame of the Patriot. So anyway, I love the idea that this hitch can be broken down into smaller pieces for storage purposes. It seems sturdy enough as well, although there is a bit of play where the 2 pieces of each arm fasten up to each other no matter how much you tighten the bolts there. Even so, I believe that the solid steel connector blocks that install in that area probably give the arms more strength than they would otherwise have. So I'm pretty happy with the build quality and concept of this tow bar. If actually using it turns out to be an issue in any way, I'll be sure to come back and update this review. I use this tow bar to tow my Jeep Cherokee 1,400 miles. It worked, but it's not perfect. A few things about it. 1. It is a universal fit, so you will have to fabricate some brackets or additional supports, probably have to drill some holes in your vehicle to get the mounting brackets attached. I had to spend almost $50 on steel to reinforce my frame where the brackets connected. The instructions call for half X2 steel to reinforce the attachment point. 2. I'm not real fond of the 3-piece arms. I'm sure Reese does it to keep the box small for shipping, but the long arms are 3 pieces with an inner sleeve and 4 bolts holding the long piece together. It worked for my trip, but it's not a very solid connection. There is some movement even with the bolts cranked tight. But it did not loosen up on my 400-mile trip. 3. It worked for my one trip, but if I was going to use it to tow the same vehicle often, say behind an RV, I would go with a more expensive and more robust kit.